And welcome back to Ozarks Live. Let's head back out to the library station now to catch up with Joy and see how things at the book club's going.
All right, who are you hanging out with today, Joy?
All right, I'm the noisiest thing to happen in this library in a long time. I'm trying to keep it down, but you know, you can do what you can do. Michelle Williams is in charge of collections. Stephanie Smallwood is the youth services coordinator. Michelle, I'm going to start with you in terms of collections. Now, we told you we were going to take you in a place you don't normally get to go. Where are we right now? Explain where we are.
This is the Collection Services Department of the library. So there are 13 people who work in our department, and we are essentially responsible for everything that's required to getting all of the materials that we have in our collection that we loan to our community members. So these are examples of carts of things that have come in. They come in cardboard boxes, just like the things you order online do. We have to unpack all of those things, we get them onto carts, and we get them matched up with work slips. So this is an example of one. This slip tells us everything that needs to be done to this book in order to make it ready to go out to our patrons. This is a really cute one that's going to be coming out soon. So all of these items need to be processed. Although there are 13 people in our department, each book takes 7 people who have to touch this, has some sort of action they have to do on this in order to get it ready to go out to that first kiddo and parent to read.
Unbelievable. So every one of these books has to go through the paces before you can put it on your list and pick it up at the drive-through window. So some of the people who work back here have their work in front of them.
Yes, essentially we all have our work in front of us. We can't forget how much work we have to do.
How many books do you have in this library, roughly?
We have over 460,000 physical items that we circulate, and we also have an additional 26,000 digital items that we circulate. So a lot of people are familiar with e-books or audiobooks that they can get on their phone or their e-reader. We offer those at the library as well, so we purchase those for our digital collection.
Right, because you have so much here, but this is just one, because how many branches again?
We have 10 branches, and we have a mobile lending library.
You have the mobile library, and I know you have the kiosk. I mean, it's just astounding. We are so lucky to have the library system that we do. I absolutely love it. All right, Stephanie Smallwood, you're the youth services coordinator.
Yes.
Talk about all the things. You want to get people reading young.
All the things. How much time do we have?
About 2 minutes.
2
So
minutes.
yeah, you can cover it,
do
right?
That. I can totally do
Sure.
that. So youth services for the library district covers all ages, from birth, because that's where learning and literacy and fun begin, is from birth, all the way through the teen years. And youth services, we have youth staff at all of our locations that all work together to develop programming, to work on best practices for reference, because we do reference for kids as well.
Sure.
We are always lean on the collection services department to help us out with all the materials, but we're the ones who really use them in our programming, and we market them to the families to get them excited about books and reading, give them tips for how to do that, how to find the right kinds of books for their kids, whatever it is that they need. We do that through programming, through book lists, through our podcasts. We have a Planet Book podcast right now.
They do
If you're not
indeed.
familiar, it's available on our website. Look for Planet Book, and that is for families with middle school kids and teens. Lots of really great book recommendations and ideas that are for them.
Yeah, and you have something called a book walk. Is that right?
Story Walk.
The Story Walk.
Story Walk.
Story Walk. I was close.
We have Story Walks right now. We have 2 currently in Greene County. We installed one this morning in the Ash Grove City Park, and we've got another one out at Stratford. What Story Walks are is they are books that we have deconstructed and put on sign holders, and they go down a path in a park or a public space, so you can go to the park and read the book while you walk down the path.
I love that idea. I think that's fantastic. We should go take a look at that. Chris and I'll go out with our camera and take a look at that for sure.
Definitely should.
And I know you have all sorts of books. There was a book back there for young readers that actually plays the story. It's almost like it reads the story to you. But Michelle and Stephanie, thank you for sharing the behind the scenes. And we're going to catch up with our buddy Conrad. You remember Conrad Stump? He comes on all the time. We're going to go see where Conrad works and what he's up to. So we will see you a little bit later in the show. Pretty cool.
Good to see you.
Absolutely. I just thought he came in here and talked to us.
Oh,
That's great.
she's going to him.
All right, coming up, we're heading into the kitchen for National Pecan Day.
Yep, I know better than just show up empty-handed when I'm hanging out with you know who. Stick around for the recipe.
We'll be right back. Ah.